Good morning. Well, as you can see, I've already started my walk and not coming out of the house and doing it. The reason why I'm doing the video over, the first video that I did, my mind was all over the place. It was kind of out to lunch. And so I figured I'm going to do this rather than you try to figure out what I was saying, because I couldn't figure out what I was saying. I'm going to make this rather brief, and I'm making it brief because I have limited space on my computer, and that's why it probably failed. But I'm going to get that straightened out. Now, here's what I'm going to talk to you about. I want to talk to you about behavior and the components of behavior. And the reason, now, before you turn this off, listen, okay? And the reason why I want to talk to you about that is because we're always trying to change our behavior, and we're trying to mostly try to change other people's behavior. Well, how do you do that? Here's what I'd like you to do. I'd like you to picture our behavior like the wheels of a car. Now, I stopped here because there's a car here, and I can use that as an example. As you see here, this car has 4 wheels, hopefully. There's one. And how can I do that there? And there's 2. And then it has 2 on the other side. Now, in order for me to change the direction of the back wheels, what do I have to do? I have to change the direction of the front wheels, right? Now, picture behavior like this. I call it the anatomy of behavior. The behavior is made up of 4 components. It's the doing, the thinking, the feeling, and the physiology. If you imagine the front wheels being the doing and the thinking, and the back wheels being the feeling and the physiology. If you want to affect the feeling and the physiology of a person or your own, then what needs to happen is you got to change the doing and the thinking. Why? Because your physiology and your feelings are predicated by what you're thinking and what you're doing. Change your thinking, change your doing, and you will change the emotion, the feeling, and the physiology. So, how does that happen? Well, you already know this. The reason why you already know this is because you already do it. If you see somebody, for example, like myself, let's say I'm pacing back and forth. Got to watch these sidewalks if I'm going to do that, huh? If I'm pacing back and forth, and it's clear that I'm upset about something, one of the first things you'd say to me or say to somebody, okay, slow down. Okay, just take a deep breath. Okay. So, now, to tell me to relax is useless information. Because how can I relax? It's my doing and thinking that's causing whether or not I'm relaxed, right? So the first thing you do is you want to change my doing and my thinking. Okay, just for a moment. Just sit down for a moment. Stop pacing and sit down. Let's talk. Change the doing. Once you change the doing and the thinking, you have now an opportunity to change the feeling and the physiology. Okay, keep that in mind. And if you're taking any notes, you might want to take notes on this one, because a lot of what I'm going to be saying in subsequent videos is going to be predicated on what I'm talking about here. Because I'm going to open up, for those of you who are not familiar with this kind of stuff, I'm going to open up a whole new world for you on how to take control over your own behavior and how to impact the behavior of others. And we often are looking to do that, particularly in a relationship with our kids, relationship if we have people working with us, or people for whom we're working, just anybody. We would like to impact their behavior in a way that works in our world. All right, look at that lady with her 2 dogs. Isn't that cute? That's nice. Okay, now look. Right, here's what I'd like you to take a note of. Behavior has 4 components: the doing, the thinking, and the feeling and the physiology. Just to give you a quick summary on that, what you say oftentimes impacts how you're feeling and your physiology. For example, people who will say, he's a real pain in the neck. Those people who use that expression, oftentimes, you know what they get? They get a pain in their neck. Isn't that interesting? That guy's a real pain in the neck. That's because they're focused so much on a pain in the neck, they get the pain in their neck. I don't know whether or not medical doctors would support that, but I find that to be true. What you say is what you get. Now you know how people get hemorrhoids. Hey, folks. Hopefully this will upload, and I'll see you tomorrow morning, and I will build on this one, so I'm not going to leave you hanging, because you really can impact your behavior and the behavior of others just by understanding the components of behavior and how that works. Catch up with you tomorrow. Bye-bye.